Kuyawan man ta ani. Makuyawan man ka.
Kuyawan man ka.
Asa na naka-live na ba ko anytime sa mo adto ko sa kuan. Or basig mo kuan ra ni siya. Oh, live. You are live now. Hi everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Oh wait, what's that? Uy, sorry. Sa imo na?
No, sa imo.
My God.
Le collagène est la protéine la plus abondante du corps humain.
So,
Il représente non seulement plus de 30% de la teneur totale en protéines de notre organisme, mais il se retrouve aussi dans toutes nos structures corporelles. Comme l'origine grecque du mot collagène est colla, qui signifie colle, la cohésion de tous nos tissus et de nos organes. Il leur apporte aussi de l'élasticité et de la fermeté, en plus de les...
Oh, sorry for that. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and just wait for a while. Wala pa man. Am I live? Live na ba? Wala.
Yes, live na ta, Jane.
Live? I cannot see myself.
Makita ka.
Hi everyone, we are live now and alaga. Kadungog ka na ko? Oh, I'm sorry, we are just new here. I think we're not used to it. And today's live, I am with my friend, a regulated Canadian immigration consultant, and we're going to talk about immigration in Canada. So, welcome, Miss Joanne Calipes. Welcome to my live. Can you introduce us yourself? You are unmute now.
Unsa man, Jane? Do we have to speak Tagalog, English, Bisaya?
O Bisaya or Tagalog, it's welcome. Hi, welcome everyone. We have 2 million viewers now.
Bisaya?
Naman po siya ko ang Bisaya. It's English. James Chip. I'm not sure.
Hi everyone. So, okay na.
Yeah.
Hi everyone. My name is Joanne Calipes. I'm a regulated immigration consultant here in Canada. So we cater all the immigration needs in Canada, and also I'm a lawyer in Philippines since 2007.
Yes, and
just ask us any question.
If you have any question there,
wag lang love life.
Wag lang daw about love life, basta about immigration, Canadian immigration. I have some questions here. Sino pa ba? It's like my live stream and my YouTube is not that up to date. I have to read the questions also. I have some questions here. Wala pa man, may mga tao kayo. Unya na lang. So are we going to start na? Sa mga about our how to come in Canada?
But maybe if kung kinsay na other Jane, maybe they could ask question.
Yeah. Can you type your questions, guys? It's like lagging my StreamYard. In StreamYard. Hi, James. Please type a question. Wait. I have to... May nag-message kasi sa ako sa Facebook. Bakit sa Facebook sila? Go to YouTube, please. Sa YouTube sila nagkuan. Asa kuan sa Facebook. Times. Maybe I can ask you a question. What is
Kantahin na lang sila, Jane.
ulag? So. How to apply? How to apply daw
How to apply?
to Canada as
How
a
to apply what?
how to apply as a student daw. Nag-message sa Facebook.
How to apply? Kung nag-message siya sa Facebook, Jane, di niya may bala tong answer.
Nag-message, pero nag-view
How
daw
about
siya,
to share the link?
nag-view siya sa
Share the link of
kuan.
the YouTube
I think he
sa
doesn't,
Facebook.
di siya kabaw siguro magkuan sa Facebook.
Because if I'm gonna answer her question,
Yeah. Wait,
di
ako sa ingnon. Type na lang sa YouTube.
no, if ani siya, but if na siya
Yeah,
din it's okay because we're just gonna answer her question.
yeah, she's there.
She's here right now.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
open.
Okay, so I'm just gonna answer her question. So, how to apply as a student? Is that
Kuya Mark TV. Hi, Kuya Mark TV. Welcome.
is that Mario J?
Yeah, Maria is here.
Hi Mario.
Hello.
We're gonna go karaoke. We're gonna do
Let's see
karaoke
the big
tomorrow.
show.
Yeah, I said
Let's see the big show.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about
The talk show.
talk show. Wait, come here.
What?
We're gonna talk
You
about
need to
your
ask a
love
question
story.
to her.
I don't know.
Yeah, you know.
Okay. How do I enter illegally?
What? How do you
Illegally.
illegal? It's very it's very okay. So what is the question? So how you come here as a student? So of course, if you want to come here as a student, you need to apply. There are two stages for that one. The first stage is you need to apply for school, like school admission, magpapa-admission ka sa school. You have to choose your program, what
Mm,
course of study, and then what school. And then after that is like if the school will approve you already, they will give you a letter of acceptance. Tapos
yeah.
niyan is after that dyan ka na mag apply for Canada government, the IRCC.
Okay.
So yes,
So
marami ang yung mag-apply dito as a student. So of course, much better if finish ka ng high school, at least high school ng Philippines. But there are
okay.
two kinds of high school ng Philippines. Like for us, it's
Yeah,
just
you have
K10.
to listen, guys. I-share. Yeah. Go. Just speak, and then I'm going to share in Facebook.
So, depende yung program mo na makukuha ng Canada. When I said program, this is your core study. There is 1 year core study,
Mm,
a certificate, there's 2 years, or there's 3 or 4 years, or the baccalaureate. So, it depends sa'yo. So, the more na years of study ang gusto mong study dito, it's more expensive, of course, because the tuition here in Canada is very much expensive.
yeah.
Like the average tuition is 15 to 17,000
Mhm.
Canadian dollars. But
I have to take note. How
But
much?
when you come here also, it's like you can work while you study. So
Yeah.
you are allowed to work while you're studying, and of course, is like you can also have your accompanying spouse or your common law or what we call ka-live-in Philippines. And when they will accompany you here, they can work full time. So meaning in 24 hours, if they want to work 10 hours, 14 hours, they can do that. So it will help pay your tuition. And after that, if you will bring your children here, minor children, at least 18 years old, they
Mhm.
can come here for school, elementary, and high school for free, and it's an international standard.
Yeah.
So, yun yung mga benefits ng school, pumupunta dito as a student. And after that is like, there's a lot of pathways to become a permanent resident here in Canada. Of course, if you want to be student here, you want to become a permanent resident because there's a lot of benefits when you are a permanent resident in Canada. And if you stay here for permanent resident in Canada for 3 years, you are now eligible to apply for citizenship. And of course, once a citizen in Canada, always a citizen.
Yes.
So, okay, for example, ikaw, Jane, citizen ka na, right?
Mm-hmm.
So even if you go back home 20 years after that, you come back here, you're still a citizen here, you can work right away, and you will still avail their medical benefits, which is in Canada, it's a very nice medical benefits because here it's universal medical, it's for free. Unlike in US, di masyado talagang free always. Here it's really like
You have to
you
buy
are sick, you don't pay anything. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
that's
it.
nice. And then,
So that's it. So and there's a lot actually. Student right now is very like yun talaga yung pathway ng maraming pumupunta dito. Even there are professionals. It's because if you are a student, as I said a while ago, it's easy to for the permanent resident pathway
really,
because you will gain a points here, education points. Also, if you're a student here, example, you are a student for 1 year. After you finish your school in 1 year, they will give you 1 year to work here. Open work permit. You can work
even
anything.
if you are a student only
No, when you are a student, you are just allowed 20 hours per week to work.
to work.
But after you finish your study, you apply for the postgraduate work permit, you are
Mhm.
allowed to work full time. And that's the time that you have to gain your work experience so that your points will accumulate. Kasi point system to, pag mag-permanent resident ka, the more higher yung point mo, the more ka i-invite or may chance ka na i-invite sa Canada to be their permanent resident. So
Okay.
that's why even yung mga people na professional na sa Pilipinas, may ano na sila, may work experience na sila as on their profession. For example, they are teachers for like 3 to 5 years already, like that, or
Mm.
nurses. They choose to come here as a student because even like after they will complete their school here, they will have work post graduation work permit where they can work here full time,
Yeah.
and with that they can gain points for that. So yun yung difference. So if you are a professional, nag-apply ka as a federal skilled worker sa Pilipinas,
Mm.
and versus yung same profession mo,
Mm.
nag-start here as what do you call that? Nag-start here as a student. Ikaw, wala kang Canadian points sa education. Siya meron.
Yeah.
Ikaw, wala kang Canadian work experience points. Yung nag-student dito, meron. So, kung pipiliin na mag ano na yung Canada, mag-i-invite na kung sinong pipiliin, of course, yung mas malaking points ang pipiliin, which is always the student have bigger points. At saka yung mga student din, usually, makakakuha sila ng job offer because they're already here.
Is it
So,
easy?
sa job offer na yan,
Yeah.
pwede silang maka-apply din for provincial nominees, which is if ma-nominated sila ng province because their work experience is in demand in the province. And take note that Canada have 13, 10 provinces and 3 territories. So each of them have a provincial nominee streams for immigration. So pumipili sila kung sino ang i-nominate nila to be permanent resident
Mm-mm.
sa kanilang province. So if ma-nominate ka niyan, may 600 points ka. So sure ka i-invite ng Canada, which is yung
That's easy.
student,
Okay.
usually nakakakuha din sila ng ganyan because they're already here.
Yeah.
Like, unlike yung nasa Pilipinas ka pa, it's hard to find a job or it's hard to find an employer pag nasa Pilipinas ka pa.
Wait lang, attorney Attorney ba tawag ko sa imo? I don't know how to call you, mademoiselle. Mademoiselle.
news.
Wait, ano ko lang kung sinong gustong umakyat, eto pwede kayo umakyat guys para makatanong direct to Miss Calepes, Calepes, right? Because she knows everything about immigration. Me, I don't know about that. I'm also asking and listening to her and also take down notes what she said. Kasi merong ano, merong ano, may Tagalog ba yun? Hindi, Bisaya siya eh. Ano, gusto niyang magtanong. Sabi niya ni Marisa, Sis Marisa Collection, welcome. Asan si Sis Mel? Kasi siya yung gustong magtanong eh. Naay kuan, naay this link, I drop the link for her to come up in the live or she can type the question. So, asa naman ta ato? Sorry, gikatikaw. We have some. What is the easiest way to... nakoy question ganiha. My question is that, where to, sa mga school, asa man ta makuan ana to apply as a visa? We have to find a school from here to apply a student visa?
Yes, you can do it yourself, but if you
So,
avail your services, because I run an immigration firm which is
yeah,
called GC Sabwa Immigration
yeah.
Services, and I would appreciate it if you would like it also the page. Sometimes I put updates,
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah. I with your,
I need one.
yeah, we can bring. So what if you
Well,
wanted to apply?
so if you, of course, if you want to do it yourself, you can find school of your choice, and then you have to, of course, you have to follow what they're saying in their website,
Yeah.
and you have to contact them like that. It's either by phone or by email. You can contact them, and you will have to wait for their instruction. But if you will avail our services, actually,
Okay, that's my
with the
question.
school admission, we are doing it free for our client.
Yeah.
We don't charge anything for that one until they will receive their letter of acceptance from the school. So we let the client choose what program they want. And
Mm.
of course, we advise them also, because in choosing the program or the study, you need to choose good, because that will be your future career.
Yeah.
And of course, there should be a career progression, what they're saying. So
Yeah.
career progression is like, example, you're an accountant in Philippines.
Yeah.
You should not take accounting assistant here, because that's not progression. Actually, that degrade your profession. So you have to prove to Canada, because it's very, very important to choose that program. That's why also in our services, we also give like advice, like for our client. Of course, the client is the one who will find, like,
Yeah.
have the decision to choose the program and the school, and we just assist them. And our firm is like partner with 80 plus school. So if you want this school, we can assist your admission for free for that one. But of course, we also give advice on what program, because sometimes some of our clients are like coming to us, and they are accountant in Philippines, and they say, I want to be and they say, I just want to like get a program that's simple and connected to my job. That's
Uh-huh.
good with your job or your education. It should be like that, but there
Mhm.
must be a career progression. So we always say, like, that is not good for you, because if there is no career progression, the Canada government, when you apply for them for your student application, they will, it's a red flag. It's like a big chance to be refused, because when you get a program or study here, it must be like you become where you will become productive when you go back to Philippines, like that.
Yes. Yes.
It's not like you are a nurse in the Philippines and you will take nursing assistant here. You're
Mhm.
already a
And
registered nurse. When you become,
downgrade.
yeah, you
Yeah.
downgrade. No,
Yeah.
it should be career progression.
It has a message there. Hi, Ma'am Joanne. My cousin is Calipis also. She's from Cortes.
Saan yung Cortes sa, ano ba yan? Bohol?
Yeah, I think
Bohol
so.
ba yan?
Bohol.
I do not know. Bohol ba yan, Mel?
Mamel. Taga Bohol ba na si Cortes? She's from si Cortes. Bohol ba ang Cortes? I'm not sure. I don't know.
Cause ang akong papa, yes, Mel, akong papa is from Bohol. Pero wala jud ko kaadtog Bohol kanang wala jud ko kaila sa akong mga paryente din ha. But kabalo ko daghang kaayo kalipes sa Bohol. Kay nakoy makasakay usahay, mingon nga taga Bohol ka. Kailangan naman ako sa Bohol. Nakaana na ko permi sa Bohol pero wa pa jud ko kaanha og kanang asa tong mga kalipes.
Okay, imong mga paryente wa pa ka kaduaw.
Muana ko pag kuan fiesta kay lami kay fiesta sa Bohol.
I'm from Bukidnon.
I'm from Cagayan de Oro, Mel.
Yeah, I told them that you're from Cagayan. Hey, Ma'am, maybe you have a question there, di ba? Si Ma'am, nag-apply siya nag-apply ba? Nagkuan siya ba? Nag-study? I think nag-study si Ma'am Mel ng kuan ng caregiver ba to?
Nana ka din, Mel?
Wala pa. Nasa Pinas siya.
Caregiver. Yes, because we have a caregiver program here also. Yeah. That's another pathway. And ang caregiver, kung English, Tagalog, Bisaya. French na lang. kung doon na data, yes, doon na dyan ta. Pero layo ta karon.
Yeah, for now, layo pa ta.
Mel, if kanang caregiver, if for example, naakay ka ng kaila sa Canada nga, kay kailangan mo guna ang caregiver o naakay employer sa Canada nga mo employ sa imuha usually kaila na nimo ana or kanang mag-hire dinhi.
Yes, sa ila.
Yes. So, ma'am, nag-training ko personal support worker. Gusto ta ko mag-apply sa Canada after sa training. Yes, kana siya, pwede ka ana, but you need to have a employer sa Canada. So, kani man gud ang employer, kani man gud caregiver good, kasagaran ana, for example, kanang client namo nga kuan, kanang nag-asa amo for caregiver, nana sila'y tao, nana sila'y ilabang paryente, ilang kwaon nga among applyan for them.
But
siya. But here in Quebec, Jane,
yeah,
it's through LMIA. Like mo ask you sa Canada if you can apply. It's different from the rest of Canada. And here when you apply,
Quebec?
Yes, because we are of the different country in Quebec. We are. Wow. Yeah. So here in Quebec, the caregiver job is different. So if you know somebody like kanang mga tigulang diri nga mag-need sila, pwede sila ka-hire from outside. But they have to apply a labor market impact assessment wherein they have to seek approval from Quebec government and from the federal Canada nga ang employer will be approved to hire outside from Canada, example Philippines, and that's only temporary foreign worker. Unlike for the rest of Canada, the caregiver program, it's like when you apply, pwede ka madiretso ana as permanent resident. Pag makuha na nimo imong 2 years Canadian work experience as a caregiver within 3 years. Mo na siya, lahi pud ang sa Canada. So, Mel, kung kay ang caregiver man god sa example, not sa Quebec, sa the rest of the Canada, it's like those employer usually they know the people or person that kanang ilahang hire. Mo na siya. So kung mag-support worker pud ka naa pud na siya, but karon usually ang ilang gina-hire is from inside Canada. Lisod-lisod siya mag-hire karon from outside, especially sa Pilipinas. Kay moagi mo sa Philippine Recruitment Agency local, kay walay direct hiring ang Pilipinas na balaod. Unang usahay kay ang mga employer here is kana bitong kapuyan sila nagikan sa Pilipinas kay madugay gamay kay naa pa tang moagi pa tag PUEA kanang mga ana. So kasagaran kung ikaw caregiver lugar ka diri kay pwede man ka maka-caregiver here in two ways. Magbantay kag bata which is below 18 years old or kanang tigulang nga masakit or anyone nga masakiton mao na siya ang imong pwede nga maka-caregiver ka dinhi. So kaning mga caregiver nga mga tigulang maglisod din sila gulat sa taga Pilipinas kay dugay manggud kaayo kay tungod sa because of the pandemic grabe ang pending nga mga application. Tag 1 to 2 years aya ma-approve ang visa pag-abot diri usahay kay namatay na ang imong bantayan.
Yeah, that's it.
Mao na problema dagan na nahitabo. So kanisan sa mga bata pud nga caregiver, grabe kay kapaspas. As in 2 weeks kay na because caregiver program there is a cap ani. So in every year, so as I said, duha ni kabuok siya nga part sa mga bata nga imong bantayan or caregiver ka sa mga tigulang. So kani sila 2,750 ang ilarang tanggapon nga application each category. So in 1 year mga 5,550 ang ilang tanggapon tanan. Sa kaning mga bata nga kategory sa January gid mo open ang caregiver program. Sa kaning mga bata 2 weeks pa lang hurot na pinaspasay yun ni kay dagan man ang may mga anak din ni bitaw nga ilang sister gusto nila kwaon as caregiver. So of course makuha lang ka as caregiver kung naka-experience or education for caregiving. So ilan ang paskulahon. So ilang applyan but sa kanang mga bata nga category ang cap ana nga kwaon lang sa Canada na application is 2,750 application. 2 weeks pa lang hurot na. So katong last January 2022 so gi-open sa Canada ang caregiver nga program. Ang kaning sa mga bata nga portion magbantay og bata dinhi 2 weeks pa lang di nakakapasa og application kas hurot naman ang kuan cap nila nga 2,750 lang. But ang mga tigulang ang tinaw pwede pa kana kung naay employer but ang kana laging employer usually inside Canada ang gusto sa mga tigulang. Kay kung magbuwat sila gawas, daghang kay nanay tabo pag abot diri di gapon kaani ang caregiver kay namatay ng tigulang uwa. Kanang ingon ana bitaw. So kinsa pa may bantayan nimo? So of course dili gapon ka ma-approve kay namatay naman ang employer wala magbayad.
Bulong na puglaing employer.
So kusog kaayo very demand na ang caregiver actually naagi na siya naay nangita but gusto nila inside Canada. Kay ang dugay ang outside Canada, of course, mahal pud para sa ila kay ila pa nang bayaran ng kanang kuan mo Philippine Recruitment Agency kay walay direct hiring mo nang gapangita sila kanang dirhi nya. Ilang pangitaon usually kana bitong nang student dirhi kana mo na ilang part-time job or kanang student diri nga kanang mga nursing assistant or kanang mga support worker kana dayon after nga within 1 year or 2 years na mag-work sila ana maka-apply within 2 years maka-work ana maka-apply na ka og permanent resident in a caregiver program immigration program or kung 1 year maka-work ana pwede ka mo apply og provincial nominee to become a permanent resident or kung dako imong points ka educated ka sa Philippines maka-apply ka ana og federal skilled workers or Canadian experience through express entry. Dagang kay kag choices imong permanent but ang important is na akademihi kana bitaw mas paspas kung akademihi.
Naa siya message si Mamel gusto unta na ko mag-apply sa mga long-term care facility. Ala man good ko yung mga kailas Canada naa kay ma-refer nga recruitment agency here sa Pinas ma'am. Kani siya Mamel si Kuan si Miss Joanne nagkuan ka di ba ni you are assisting di ba? You can
Yes, but kaning mga kuan I have to be upfront with this. I'm not a recruitment agency here, okay? No. We have clients nga na ay naga-process big mga LMIA or kanang naga-process mi aning mga caregiver program to PR but they already have employee in their mind. So, ang kanang imong Mamel, kung wala kay employer, you have to search for the local recruitment agency. So, sa mga Pilipinas na anay mga local recruitment agency, kanang gilista sa PUEA na ana sila mao gina sila ang mga kuan kina mo gunay usahay nga agency lang or recruitment agency pero dili day mga accredited or mga license. So magbayad-bayad ka dagang kanang nagbayad ana labi na ilang target kanang outside sa Philippines nga gusto mga mbak diri Dubai kana sila. So na ako'y mga friends ana nga nag-ingon sa ako nagbayad sila ni pagkaman wala nawala ng agency or ana. So imo ginang i-sure one thing ma-sure na nimo sa PUA. Ang problema lang gid ana is daghan kay mong applicant unya gamay ra ang hiring. So kana bitaw daghan kay applicant niya of course kung ang ikaw as an employer or recruitment agency imo yung paon is kanang education for caregiving at the same time experience. Kay interview man kana sa employer. So mauna siya kung sa local recruitment agency ka kanang away gid bitaw. So mas hi Annie. So mas maayo gyud nga yes kung nakay kaila. So ang another way ana is ang uban gyud kay mo ani diri mag-student for 1 year. Then after that mo trabaho dinhi.
Ana lang kasi smell.
It's very expensive because of course the tuition is expensive but if unsa ni kanang kung naagyud kay kanang example kanang naa kay money or ana or naa kay mo sponsor sa imo like imong parents, imong sister, imong auntie kanang imong ana ka mo sponsor sila imong pakita sa imong show money pwede na siya. So pwede ka man diri maka-work no while you are a student. Then kung while you're a student madala nimo imong common law partner or imong spouse ang imong pong kids madala nimo.
Yeah.
So, kanang imong common law spouse makatabang na sa imo bayad sa imong tuition. Kay maka-work man na siya og full time here while you are in study. Tapos pag mahuman ka sa imong study, naa kay 1 year nga depende sa imong program. Kung 1 year mong study, tagang kag 1 year nga work. Unsa ni 1 year nga work postgraduate work permit. So 2 years ka dinhi nga mo earn sa points og makakuha og mga kuan unsa ni kanang possible nga imong employer kay of course naman kay work permit na dai diri. How much it costs for a student visa ma'am including the show money ma'am? Mahal. Mahal gid siya but kung imong kwentahon no maka return of investment mabawi labi gyapon kana but of course pag mo study ka dirhi of course na kay money kay of course you'll be renting example kung ikaw ra isa you'll be renting a room here ana not necessarily an apartment but a room ana but yes kung ikaw ra isa ang show money is at least 10,000 Canadian dollar. 10,000 Canadian dollar is like 420,000 peso.
More or less 1 million.
Yes. But of course, kung ikaw ra isa, pag daduli mo si spouse ni mo yung common law, muad kag show money nga at least 4,000. Kung daduli mo si anak ni mo, kung nakay anak, at least 3,000. So kung kamo tulos, at least 17,000. But of course, much better nga kanang mas dako-dako sa dimong ipakita sa Canada, like at least 20,000. Kay para sad nga, kanang bitaw sa Canadian sa ya ka na kung tulo mo kabuka, but kung tulo mo, ang imong bana, or imo ang ka-live-in, makapangita mag-work diri, makapangita work, so maka full-time work siya diri. So, makatabang sa tuition sa imong cost of living, plus ikaw pag yun.
Yeah.
Maka-work ka, plus si anak pag yun mo is free yung education. O minor siya.
And then,
of course, plus napanay tuition ha.
Yeah.
Napanay tuition, imong ipakita. So, ang tuition here is like mga 15 to 17,000 Canadian dollars. So, mo nang mahal siya, but kung once nga maka-enter ka din, maka-work ka. O ang imuhang bana. Ang uban ana ibili na nila ng bana kay unsa ni para dili kay dako ang show money. Tapos sa kanang show money, pwede nga na ay kanang kani siya ang imong mga proof of funds, pwede nga nailahi mo tabang nimo sila magpakita like kung nakay auntie, nakay ninong, nakay ninang or kampanya ba nimo gusto mo support sa imong education kanang mga anak ba or nakay close friend nga pwede gyud kanang ganahan dato siya, ganahan siya nga siya magpakita sa iyang proof of funds para nimo. Ana, so dagang way nga makapakita og proof of funds.
Dalaga pa man si Mel, ma'am, okay na siya.
Ay, dalaga pa. Kung ansad men, nasa isa. Basig day pag abot nimo day while mag-study ka, wa pay 1 month, wa pay 1 day, kita ka sa imuhang
Labor
sa
shortage.
imuhang kuan, sa imuhang significant others here. Di na ka kailangan mo tiwas sa eskwela ana, but of course tiwas eskwela kay that is your good education here. Of course kanang uban man good kay nang anhi dinhi makakita bitaw like significant others nila magpakasal kay na in love ana so magpa-sponsor na lang. So lahi na mong pathway PR ka diretso kay mag-sponsor man ka as spouse anang imong nakit-an diri sa Canada. Joke lang na.
Baka
Pero
may
yeah, nood na siya.
Tinood.
Na ano may tabo na dagan kay student diri nga kana bitang diri nila nakita ng ilahang partner. Ang ilang partner is already a PR or a citizen so nadali ilahang pagka permanent resident because gi-sponsor na sila while nag-student sila. So while nag-student ka, nag-sponsor na PR na ka, better kay di na ka mobayad anang pang international fees nga tuition. Ako ba yung international? Una-una niyo guys ha, ang example si Jane, muskwela diri. Jane is already a citizen. Kung muskwela siya, mga 3 to $5,000 na niyahang bayaron per year. But if international student ka, mga 15, usahay like 12, 15 to 17,000, kay magbayad man kaanag mga, dako ang bayad pag international. But once ka mahimo na kag permanent resident, ya gusto ka mag-doctor diri ma'am, pwede.
Yun.
Pwede na ka study loan, maski wa kay kwarta mag-study loan ka ba? Required ba talaga ang IELTS, ma'am? Depende. There are schools, especially Filipinos. There are a lot of schools here, especially our partner schools. Daghan school actually here that they don't require IELTS for Filipinos because they recognize, they acknowledge that our medium of instruction sa atong college, university, or high school is English. So, kabalo sila nga mayo ta mo English o makasabot tag English. So, dagan diri nga dili mag IELTS. No need for IELTS. Depende sa imong program, depende sa school, but dagan sang school nga no need ng IELTS. So, mamili og school nga dili kung
kabaw
dili
ka
nimo
mag-French, mas better.
Ha?
Kung kabaw ka mag-French, mas better.
Oh, actually kung kamo ang French, mas gamay ang nag-offer ang Quebec because Quebec is a French province here in Canada. Nag-offer sila og lower tuition actually for essential what do you call that? Essential jobs like for example kanang mga early childhood, mga nursing, ga-offer sila dili dagko imong tuition even your international student as long as you have a French level 7 Jane. Kay French man ang medium of instruction. So if you have friends nga taga Morocco, taga Ana, so taga Haiti nga mo ani diri nga mo study, is nakakita og dili mahal nga school but in French.
Imposible na sa akong mga pag-umanggo.
Daka may ika-recommend ka ma'am. Unsa man ako i-recommend kanang kuan kanang significant others or program of study or school?
Mamati punta ako. Lobat na daw siya. Mamati pa.
Out sa ko kay lo.
Yeah, kay na timing brown out sa ilaha daw the whole day karon.
Asa taga-asa man si Marisa?
Siya sa Cagayan.
Cagayan di Oro?
Oo.
Di mga kababayan din nako sila.
Okay, muna ako giingon mo na sila.
Lumad kay kus Cagayan di Oro taga kuan jud ko taga Ilalong Tulay. Sa elementary taga Ilalong Tulay, Consolacion, Burgos, mana siya. After then, kinagkauswagan.
Oo. Ay, naaday ko'y kuan. Kuan si Mario nga question. Not question really, but nagsulat siya ba? Lingon siya nga. Na siya giikon diri nga the federal government is supposed to come with new rules to ease the entry requirement and to the family get faster your permanent residency to help the labor shortage. Can you comment? about this.
Ah, grabe. Actually, nananay mga kuan programs ang Canada for that. Kay Canada is very, very kuan sila mo support kini sila reunification of family. So for example, ikaw permanent resident na ka here or Canadian citizen, gusto nimo kuan nimong family, and that only refers to family members, ha, not the
Correct.
whole relatives.
Yes.
So when you say family members, it's your spouse or your common law or what we call kalibin in Philippines. So, mabutang lang nagka-live-in, pwede ka na if 1 year mo nag-live together, okay?
You have
Kung
to.
lesser than 1 year, boyfriend and girlfriend pa na siya. Pero kung at least 1 year, pwede na kaana ma-sponsoran here. Ana, so, kana siya, then very, very kuan pagid ni ang Canada, very, kay kaning Canada, dili mo guni parehas Pilipinas, nga kita, bugado mo dyan Pilipinas, no? Nagyo gani mga preso diag mga adultery, mga concubine. Here in Canada, that's not a crime. If you don't like that person, you don't like that person. So, here in Canada, manggani nga, example, minyo kas Pilipinas, ha? Minyo kas Pilipinas, nagbuwag na mo kay katong nabuntisan siguro ka sa mga batanon pa mo. So, of course, dili strong
Kasal ng Pilipinas.
pero kasal mo. So kanang so pagkasal mo, nagbulag mo, so dugay na kay mong bulag mga 5 years ni nakakita ka ni Kuan, ni Ian Veneration ka na. Ni Ian Veneration, nag-fall in love mo, nag-live together mo for 1 year, wala reklamo tong ismong asawa o imong asawa or bana before, kaya na po siya lahi iyahaw. So yan sa Pilipinas.
Yeah.
Ana, so in Canada, kinsa imong masponsoran sa ilang duha? Si asawa ba nimo nga legal or si imuhang present nga relation right now? So of course, imong sponsoran ko ikaw na nakadiri your present relation, right? Which is it's okay for Canada as long as you document it that you are living together. It doesn't necessarily mean nga katugid si asawa nimo, no. Because in Canada, they are in for a genuine relationship. So ang ilaha gyud is like you are living as husband and wife together. So at least 1 year mo na siya ka-live-in. So even na ka-live-in na nimo niya na kay married ka before, but ang imong present relationship, you're living as husband and wife, is your ka-live-in, kana siya ang imong masponsoran. If you want, then you can. Okay? So, as to Mario's question, nagana na siya actually. Ang gibuhat ana sa Canada is before, ang open work, example mo, sponsor ka. Naman ay two ways. Usakay, kung mo sponsor ka sa imuhang husband or wife, nga ikaw permanent resident ka sa Canada, na anak ka sa Canada, mag-visitor lugar na ang imong husband or wife, pwede na nimo sponsoran. Ipastay na nimo sa Canada. So, nag-sponsor ka in Canada ang imong application. So, kana siya karon kung in Canada, pwede ka kakuhaan na open work permit maski wa pa ma-approve ang imuhang spousal nga application. So, while nag-run pa imong spousal application, kay daghan pa man kay na sila tan-awon as to your security, your medical eligibility, or unsa ba. So, well, nag-run pa nimong application, pwede na ka maka-apply for open work permit. So, while naa ka diri, nag-what sa imong application, sa imong bana, nga ma-okayan ang imuhang sponsorship, so pwede na ka maka-work. Approval nila first ang imong open work permit. Now, that is only in Canada. But right now, is they also do that maski you are outside Canada application. Like for example, you, Jane, before when Mario sponsored you, you are in Philippines, right?
Yes.
So when Mario sponsored you, it's like you cannot come to Canada yet until and unless that sponsorship is already done. It's already approved. But right now, when you are applying for your spousal sponsorship, you can also at the same time apply for an open work permit. So, pwede nga approval first imong open work permit ka anhin na well dili pa ka PR. So ana because reunification. So gusto nila nga kanang bitawng dili magbulag ang couple if genuine ang couple. So that's it. And then also they are working to make everything computerized. Like everything is online because before this are paper application which is it takes long. Kay unsa na dugay pabaya na ha kung paper na
manual dugay
open but right now everything is in there in their what they call that computer, and sometimes they work hybrid. They work outside the office, so
Yeah.
still they can work. Unlike before, the record is in their office. So right now, and that could speed up the processing. But
Yeah.
really, right now, the problem of Canada immigration is the delay in immigration application. For example, before you will apply visitor visa, you can have approval for 2 weeks. But right now, it takes 2 to 3 months because of the pandemic. During the pandemic, every one of us work at home. So, kalit-kalit gato tanan nahitabo. It's unexpected, unprecedented. So katong mga paper application or mga katong nga apply, wala na to nalihok. So mo to ilang ginalihok karon. Kaya that was almost 2 years wala nag-work sa opisina. So
Yeah.
karon nagbalik na gid tag opisina. So aya pa to nga work ang uban daghang kayong delay.
Oo.
But right now they're working to fast track, especially they're working to fast track the one that Mario asked, the sponsorship, because Canada really support the reunification of what you call that, family mo nang maski mo ani ka dinhi as temporary foreign worker or as a student, you can bring your spouse, possibility to bring your spouse and your children.
Yeah.
Makaskwela sila diri ang imong anak for free, ang imong spouse maka-work because the Canada really is a very good country. It's like
They are more for family reunion really.
yes, family reunification, the
Uh,
value.
reunion, unification. May ano si Kuan, naa siya message si Smel. If working visa, ma'am, optional ba ang IELTS o depende sa employer?
If working visa, ma'am, optional ba ang IELTS? Usually working visa, no, wala siya, what do you call that? Wala siya IELTS, wala siya language requirements, unless your employment really requires it. Because
Mm.
sometimes, of course, basic example, English ka nang imuhang gibantayan, example, Mel, moingon siya nga, I require gyud nga kabaw mo English. Ana, so you have to prove or else i-deny ang imong working visa because that's one requirement. But as a general rule, dili mo require IELTS ang working visa. Then also, unless kana sa imong working visa is mura na siya support, nag-unay mong working permit in support for your permanent resident, like for example, the caregiver program, naa na siya IELTS kung caregiver program. Mo requires like IELTS 4 naman, dili kayo siya bad. Dili siya, okay ra, kana lang normal na English nga, pwede lang akoan.
Pwede
Dili
lang
siya,
masakyan ba makapag-communicate?
kanang mga communicate, ang mga fluent is mga 7, 8, 9, kana.
Sa pamaylain. Napaka-question diha, ma'am. If ever usara ka kuan ang student mag-apply, mga how much ang budget siguro nga maluag-luag siya, and then he has somebody like here, for example na ako ikuan nga balay ingon ana sa iyaha, pila man jud mga budget ana?
Actually, maori gid na siya. Imo gina siyang ipakita lang sa Canada nga na kay example, ikaw Jane, you have a pag-umangkon niece o guardian or nephew nimo. So, of course, mo need na siya show nga naa siya at least 15 to 17 depende sa tuition. So depende kung unsa imong program. 15 to 17,000 usually mao na siya, but it could be lesser or it could be more kung masteral imong kwaon dirhi. But mo na siyang regular mga 15,000 to 17 ang tuition fee for the full year. So you have to show nga naa kay ana sa imong bank. You don't need to pay your tuition full year right
mismo.
advisable, but you don't need. You can just pay deposit. Usually deposit is $2,000 to $3,000 depende sa school. Or in one term or one sem is $5,000 depende sa school. So pwede na mo i-pay una. So ang imo ring i-prove sa Canada is you have that makabayad ka sa tuition fee plus na kay at least $10,000 as a proof of funds. Now, as to the question of Jane, na kay auntie diri nga mo support sa imo.
Yeah.
You don't need, like for example, ikaw student, kay even ka na mga high school diha nga mahuman maka-eskwela ba diri or kung gusto sila mag-high school sila diri, wala na sila mga kwarta.
Mo
They
gani.
can ask for their parents, their siblings, ikaw Jane nga naadirhi to show money nga makapakita nga makapay siya og tuition. So for example, Jane may tag I will shoulder half of her tuition.
Okay.
So ikaw mo show
Proof.
ka sa imong anak, Jane, nga at least nakay ka ng mga unsa ni ka ng example ang half sa tuition is example lang ha $10,000. So nakay $10,000 but of course more na kay of course na amang kay family po din ni so mga 15 or 20,000 ba na aka ana ba for example lang so disag nga 10,000 na po ang imo nga imong gikumit kunuhay sa
Yeah.
iyahan na mauna imuhang i-support kunuhay sa iya but of course what happen is when the student will come here they will work on their own maka-earn food sila here so dili gyud na kanang
Sayo
makuha
man.
gyud ang imuha bitang money nga kato imuhang gi-support ang gi ano kunuhay
Yeah.
so kani siya is pwede gyud nga maski kinsa ang dili maski kinsa but I mean maski daghan ang mo manifest og support sa imuha naalang na siya yung mga documents nga ipakita sa mga mo support sa imo so example ikaw Jane main ka nga I will provide for the lodging, blah blah blah. So you will show your house, like your documents in the house, ana. So as also with your financial details, niya ikaw Jane, pwede sad ka nga appeal nimo si Mario, kay para ma-appeal nga siya mo show sad siya sa iyang balance sa iyang bank, sa iyang certificate of employment para kusog ang proof of funds sa inyong student. But it doesn't mean na inyong ihatag ang kwarta sa inyong student.
Of
No.
course, to show lang, di ba?
Ay, siya lang. But of course, kung mag-lisod siya sa
Of
Canada,
course na, naay.
yung sabagan, dili. Kay mo man
Wala
inyong...
ka sagdan, kaluoy po.
Oo, kung di na siya kakaon na, kaluoy sad, kami nag-support.
Wala
Wala
lang.
na.
Why kuan, why kasing-kasing.
Yes.
Ay, sa asa pa man.
Di tapos game nila Aiken. Di ami, uy, nag-game day si Aiken.
Oo, nili-ira ko no siya sa ato. Naada yung mga question ba kabahin sa tourist daw. Kay daghan laging daghan laging nga deny. Unsay mga requirements jud nga
Yes.
iba nga di ka ma-deny.
Actually, kanang tourist, dagan kay there are people, marami. There are plenty of people who come here now as a tourist because you can convert your tourist visa to a working permit if you are already here in Canada and you find an employment here in Canada that will support you, that will apply for Canada's approval, LAMEA, they call it LAMEA, to what you call that, to apply, lamay to apply for the government so i-convert na nila ilahang working visa to work permit. So mo nang mangita sila trabaho dinhi. But actually it's only a temporary policy which is it will end this February 28, 2023.
Yeah.
So yes, pwede ka kung masortihan ka makita kag work dinhi nga mo support sa imuha, but this is not applicable for caregiving job. It's only for all other jobs except for caregiving job. Di ka pwede mo ani diri as a visitor unya na mo employ sa ima sa caregiver. No, private. So pwede ka mo ani diri mag-work ka kung nimo ko sa imo in a restaurant like that. Process sa imong lamiya, maka-apply kag work permit. That's a temporary policy. So of course, if you come here as visitor, there are also requirements. So one of the requirements is mubalik ka sa Pilipinas. So one way to prove it is you have money in your bank or you have property, you have home ties, you have family in Philippines nga imong balikan. So you are just here for vacation. Yeah. Not like you will not like tell Canada that you are here because you want to find employment. Refuse Canada. So I'm just here.
Hi sis, Allen's Adventure. Welcome.
Sa mga recruitment agency here sa Philippines, Pinas ma'am, since hindi naman kaya sa budget ang expenses, nabis like offer na parang salary deduction.
Oh yeah, that's
I think so, but the thing also, one way also kay this is because I have a lot of client, amo ni ilang problema
your co-host.
for
Hi,
the what do you call that? For the
morning, sis.
kanang mag-recruitment agency. Kay mag-recruitment agency, hatag sila what they call like, I don't know, like retainers fee or like that. So, ipabayad sila ba? So, 1 year of waiting, 2 years of waiting, dili pa, makaingnon pagpangitaan, pag employer, ana, kay naas sila yung mga employers, pero daghang kay mo nag-apply. Unya, ang problema sa kung daghang kay mo nag-apply, kung di ka mo stood out, ana, you don't have the education for it, or you don't have the good experience for it, dili gyud ka mapili. So sayang ang imong gihatag na kwarta. Mao nang problema actually sa kadaghanan. Nakanabitaw mag-apply, daghang kay gakasayang ang kwarta.
Okay, kay daghan man pugong mga deny, so they have to
But
do something.
yes, daghan kay actually ang uban ana is like $7,000 ilang pangayoon.
Oo.
Retainer like
Yes.
that. So ang uban kay mangayo na sila tag 1,000 pero kanang dugay na kay panahon wala gyapon ka na nalagyan ka sa ilang man pooling ba kay
Mm.
wala pa yung employer or dili ka gustuhan sa employer ana kanang dili bitaw fit ang imong qualification so mo nang nakalisod gamay kung daghang kana bitaw daghan kay kag kakontra sayang imong kwarta actually.
Is there an
Is
easy
there an
way?
easy way to go to Canada? Yes! Pangitag significant other sa Canada joke.
May joke pero tinuod na siya, di ba?
Yeah, but of course, if you will find a significant of
Yeah,
others of
but it's
Canada,
not
you should
easy.
prove that it's a genuine, okay? It's not
Genuine.
like
Yeah.
you just meet 1 week and then of course bang 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 pakasal na. No, no, no. That kay kung kana man pumaingon ana, kailangan nga i-prove nimo sa Canada that your relationship is genuine. So naamoy mga chat, naagid mo yung mga ana.
Afam is the key.
No, no, AFAM is not the key. Filipino gapon.
Ay, dagan
No,
ng Filipino din.
actually, to really answer seriously your question, Alan, right now, as you can observe, plenty are coming here as a student visa.
Yeah.
It's not student visa, it's student application, student permit. Because it's an easy way that once you're here, you can gain points for your
Yes.
education, you can gain points for your work permit because pag muanhi ka dinhi manggod unsa ni siya kanang as a student tagaan ka og work permit after nga mahuman ka as a student. So you can gain more points for that compare nga nag-apply ka from Philippines. Another way also is if you're a professional in Philippines kung professional ka dako imong IELTS tag 9 or 10 ka nga CLB ka ng perfect yun.
You
But
have
the thing
to
is,
yes.
yeah, so may possibility ka ana, like kanang moabot og tag 480 plus ang imuhang points. Nay possibility nga ma-invite ka ana also. And of course, if ang imo pag yung profession is in demand, like the uh, health practitioners, kana sila. But you have to have money. Yes, Alan, you have to have a money, but you can source out that money from your relatives,
Also
sila
in
mag-share
US,
money sa iyo, friends,
in US,
significant others,
yeah.
sinamaygon ana. And as I said a while ago, if you're a student, you can work here while you study. You can bring your spouse or your common law and they can work while you study. For full time, they can work. And also you can bring your children and it's they will have an education school for free here. So makasave ka pa din. Because we have actually a calculation for that one. And the like for example, the student will work and then the spouse will work 8 hours per day. The student will work 20 hours per day because the student can work 20 hours per week, okay? 20 hours per week during the regular school days. Then after the regular school days, school break, they can work full time. So na may computation kami diyan, more or less makakuha ng mga around 65,000 peso dollars in a year, including the income of the spouse who will work 8 hours per day.
She said, ang problema ma'am kay sa panahon karon lisod kayo mangutang.
Yes, but if naa kay mga relatives nga naay money, sila mo show money. You don't need to utang for them.
As
Sila may
part-time.
mag-show sa ilang bank details.
Yeah. Ay, question si Sis Mel.
If a
Allowed ba
student
na?
visa, ma'am, allowed ba makapag-work as part? Yes, yes, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You can work part-time 20 hours per week. Here
At
in Canada,
it covers.
here in Canada is usually the minimum pay is 15 hours, $15. So 20 hours, for example, kung the pay lang kag minimum pay times how do
Times
you
50.
call how much? Times 15. So pila na siya in 1 week. Nya times 0.43 in 1 month. Pila na siya? Mag-compute ta. Compute.
Pwede.
So then during regular school days, which is in 1 year, mga 9 months na ang klase. Kay ang 3 months ana school break na siya usually, kay 2 months ang summer break, and 2 weeks kay Christmas break, 2 weeks spring break. So kanang 3 months nga walay klase, pwede ka full-time ana. So in 24 hours per day, pwede ka 14 hours ka mag-work if you want, 10 hours na ka mag-rest.
Oh,
And
that's
just to have
nice.
more money. So another way also, if you're a student, aside anang regular nga school days nga 20 hours per week lang, pwede ka maka full-time pagid ana pag ang imuhang employer is your school. Like for example, mag student library assistant ka. So mag-work ka ana full-time when nag-eskwela ka plus 20 hours per week pagid ka nang mag-work ba kag McDonald's ana kay of course part-time naman ka. Tapos what do you call that? Tapos, maka-work pa kag full-time during, what do you call that, like, school break. So, okay, gid siya. Then, yes, makatabang gid siya sa imong tuition. Maka-earn kag mga as much as like mga at least $12,000 per year. Mao na siya mo kwenta actually ha. Nami mga computation actually. Can you please explain ma'am paano yung show money? Show money. So, yung show money, Allen, so kung ikaw lang yung applicant here, for example, you will come here, you have to show that you have at least $10,000 as your show money. Yes, ang dami dito discarded lang yun. Yan talaga. But after 1 or 2 years, you will be a permanent resident.
Yeah.
And plus, you will be a permanent resident, plus you will have your education. Sky is the limit. You will earn because, of course, you will start minimum because, ano ka pa man, student ka pa man, but once you have your degree, that's good. You will be earning like 20, 30, $60 per hour. Sometimes it's like 60. Sa amin, ako, $100 per hour pag magpa-consult. Private. Mga ganun.
Wow.
So after that,
$100 you earn $100 per hour kung magpa-consult sa imo?
Yes, consultation, $100 is 30 minutes is $50. So, yun, kung may degree ka dito, Allen, sky is the limit. At saka pag mag-permanent resident ka na dito, if you want to pursue, like example, nurse ka sa Pilipinas, you want to be a nurse here, a registered nurse here. So, pwede, may student loan if PR ka na, and the tuition is not as expensive as ano na kanang international. Anyway, to answer your question back, show money. So, ganito, you have to prove that you can, like, may pera ka for the tuition. Of course, tuition will be like 15 to 17,000. Yun yung average tuition per year, okay? So, aside from that, you have to have at least $10,000 as show money. So all in all, parang dapat may 27,000 ka. $27,000, okay? So, lakihan mo a little because of course, wag sagad-sagad yung 10,000, baka mga 30 to 35,000 for one applicant. How much is that in peso? 1.5 million?
Yeah, bisag iyakuan na
Yeah.
to.
But the thing is, you don't need to give that to Canada. You just need to show, parang i-show money mo lang yan. So what do you call that? you can prove your money or your proof of funds through your parents. Yung trabaho ng parents mo, how much they earn, how much is their bank, and to your relatives, other relatives, auntie, even to your ninong, ninang, or to your
Inside
close
mo.
friends, like that. So, basta documentation lang talaga yan. You need a good documentation for that, of course. If you avail our services, we will help for all the documentation, that one, and like that. So, and of course, the tuition, you can pay the deposit only. So you don't need to like give the Canada the 1.5 million, but you just to prove that you have that at the time of your
Yes, that
application.
money. Yeah.
Okay? So yun. And pagpunta mo dito, ano, what do you call that? Trabaho ka para hindi mo galawin yung pera nila. Diskarte. At saka pagpunta mo dito, kung ikaw lang isa, pwede ka na mag-room for rent kasi ang dami yan, mga Filipinos ang ano mo, okay kapi. Yun, marami yan. So, dito sa Quebec, I think you can have $300 for room. So, the more na malayo ka sa big city, but in Toronto, I think you can have 400 to
It's
500 per
expensive
room.
here. Yeah.
Canadian dollar. At
Mm.
saka here is like $200 per month for your grocery is okay already.
If you're alone.
Transportation, train, and like that bus is like $100 per month. So, but, Allen, if you are always eating in the restaurant na, dyan ka
That's
magkaproblema.
different.
Kasi ang restaurant dito, unlike Philippines, dito, kung kakain ka, may 15%, like for example, in our province, with Jane, may 15% na tax at saka 15%
Yeah.
na tip. So kung kakain ka, parang may on top of your bill, may on top is 30% in
Yeah.
what your real bill. So yun.
Hi, Sir Arman Enriquez. Missing is
Kamusta?
Sergeant Cecilio watching from Windsor, Ontario. He's a
Ah,
military before here. Here. Taga ano siya, nasa Ontario siya ngayon. Kay it's better to make food at home. Mauchud.
exact. At saka dito sa Canada, no, even if you go to the grocery, there are a lot of pre-made food. And their pre-made food here, it looks like the restaurant, a fancy restaurant in
Yeah,
the Philippines.
yeah, that's true.
But if you cook at home, yes, you will save more. Aabot ng malayo yung ano mo, yung chicken mo.
Restaurant, tsaka na yan kapag ano ka na, maluwang ka na, tapos ano na, pwede ka nang mag-chill-chill. Retired na,
Retired.
student now.
Uy,
Really?
student ka! Hey, Arman is a student here. Ano yung kinuha mo, Arman?
Punta kayo dito na, ano ulit,
So
Sir
after
Arman?
mag-student, after mag-PR pathway ka na. See, ang dami talagang nag-student dito. It's like,
Yeah, he's a
ang
military.
clients ko, nag-a-ask sa akin, hindi pa, kasi for me, pag example, may magpa-free assessment, we do free assessment, guys, ha? You can email us at immigration@jsapwa.com so that we will know your
Or,
qualification. We do that actually, and to know like which pathway is best for you, and we do that for free. So, dito sa akin, Manggod, is like, if pag may magpa-free assessment, I want to compute their CRS. How much is their CRS? Kasi kung malaki, maybe you have a chance to apply for federal skill. Why do the student visa when you can apply for a federal skill, especially if your IELTS is big or your English is good? And you're young. Here, because in Canada, if you're young, like if you're 20 to 29 years old, big points yan. So, for yung CRS points, yung tinatawag na CRS, yun yung points na para pataasan, para ma-invite ka ng Canada to become a permanent resident. Okay? So, even if outside ka ng Pilipinas, you can still apply. But it's because there are lots of students here in Canada who are earning more points through education in Canada, which you cannot earn if you apply outside Canada. Nasa Pilipinas ka nag-apply. And here in Canada, you can earn your work experience in Canada, which you cannot gain that when you apply from the Philippines. So yun yung lugi ka sa mga student actually dito. It's because of the student here, yung mga professionals ng Pilipinas with a good working years of working experience, hindi na nakakapasok dito. It's because mas maliit yung points nila. But kung nag-apply ka dito, you are professional at sa mga 2015, ang dami pang nakakuha or na-invite from Philippines because hindi pa maraming student ng Pilipinas, I mean, hindi pa maraming student ng Canada before. But right now, kung pupunta ka dito, parang, di ba, Arman? Even you in the University of Windsor, ang daming Filipino dyan nag-study, right? Parang, para naman tong Pilipinas. Ang daming
magiging ano na to, Pilipinas. Ang dami saan Pilipino eh.
So,
congrats in advance, sir. Meron naman.
But kung university ka, like University of Windsor, I think mahal yan. Scholar ka ba dyan, sir? Kasi mahal yan. At saka, because kasi yung mga university, like University of Queens, university, like mga ganon, yung mga Miguel, mahal yung tuition. It's not just 15 to 17,000 per year.
Yeah.
They are like, sometimes they go as high as 35 to 45,000 per year. Maraming pera to si
Sir.
Maraming pera to si Sir Arman.
Siguro na ang pension niya eh from ano. Ilang ano ka ba sa military, sir? Ilang taon? Oh, tayo nang nagtag nito.
RAIP, that's Atlantic Immigration Program. RNEP, that's Rural Immigration Program ng Rural Northern ng Ontario. At PNP. Madali ka dito, mabilis ang permanent resident dito, especially AIP and RNEP. If you have a job offer, this requires job offer from a designated employer, not just an employer. Okay? So designated, yung designated, they have to apply, they have to be approved by the provinces of the Atlantic here, which is composed of Nova Scotia, yung mga Labrador, yung mga maritime. Rural is like yung rural ng Ontario, yung hindi sa big city ng Ontario province. So dapat to sila mga designated employer. So this is fast yung pagka permanent resident. Pag may job offer ka, all of this needs job offer usually. Ang PNP also is provincial nominee. Majority of their stream needs job offer or graduate ka dito or you are in demand yung job mo but it requires higher IELTS or hindi masyadong malaki yung edad mo kasi point system. Yung pataasan ng points. Yun. But usually, yung question mo, Mel, job offer, you need job offer. Yan ang advantage again ng student because they're already here. They have post-graduation work permit after the completion of their study. They can regain the confidence and trust of the employer kung saan sila nag-work, which is that will give them job offer to support their permanent resident. Whereas pag nasa Pilipinas ka, it will be hard for you because they don't know you and your education is like they don't really know your education so much, unlike if you're educated in Canada like you're a student. That's why mas easy pathway yung student. For now, ang dami. Hindi naman.
Pinaka-recommended mo na na kung gustong pumunta ng mas easy siya.
But if you have the funds, mas easy is the, what do you call that? The student pathway. But the thing is, I don't recommend anything. I want to know what is your standing? What is your education? How old are you? If you have a spouse, what is the education? And what is the work of your spouse and also your work experience? Because this add up points. So if malaki naman yung points mo, why come here as a student? Baka may chance ka to apply as a federal kasi kung mag-apply ka sa federal skilled work, you have 1 year to be invited. So you will stay in the pool of the candidates to be invited by Canada. So what if you have a chance, like, because sometimes yung mga province, tumitingin yan sa pool ng express entry. So if they think like, oh, maganda yung points niya, at saka maganda yung language niya, mataas, at saka hindi maganda pa yung age niya, at saka hindi man yung job niya, like for example, nursing, at saka yung work experience niya, okay. So they will nominate you. So once that you are nominated, very good, you will have 600 points. So may invite ka talaga. You don't need to be a student. So that's it. You have to be, dapat ma-assess ka because, I mean, kasi even for me, somebody will ask me, I don't tell them right away, be student like that, because what if there is more eligible pathway for you, which is cost efficient? Why not? Why spend more? Speaking of age, may age limit po ba, ma'am, if working as a personal support? No, there's no age limit. The only thing na ma-disadvantage ka ng age is kung mag-apply ka ng PR, especially if you're outside Canada, maliit talaga yung points. If 41 years old ka na, I think 2 points ka na lang. The maximum is 110. If 20 to 29 years old ka nag-apply dito, makakakuha ka ng 110 points. Kung 42 years old ka na, 0. Sayang. So from that pa lang, wala na. So ano ka na, lugi na. So, but if you come here as a student, even if malaki yung age mo, you can offset that for your other points. Like for example, Canadian work experience points, your points for being educated here, your job offer of Canadian work points here, or you can apply for provincial nominees. There are lots of provincial nominee stream that they just require job offer. They don't really see, they don't put much points on age. So yun. Pag matanda na, no choice but to become a student. Ano to, Arman? May hugot to?
0 point in age daw. Matanda. Yung matanda, nasa ano lang yun.
But yeah, actually, that's reality bias. I have student here, 46 years old.
Alam mo na lang ako, host.
Take a chance, take a leap. Wala namang mawawala, right?
Kaya nga, sir.
That's the truth, actually. So,
yeah, I know.
Ano lang ako, host. Ay, Jane, adapt mo daw Jane.
Siya pang adapt, ano yan, nurse yan sa London. Ano ba yan?
Ay, nurse sa London. Ano na to? Very stable na. Huwag ka nang pumunta ng Canada. London na eh. Malaki na.
Pasyal ko na lang dito, Sir Ed. Ano ka ba?
Visitor visa ka na lang.
Halika na.
Actually, yun. So, wala nang question.
Wala nang question. Ano pa ba? Saan na yung ano? Mayroon pa akong ano eh. Ang dami yung question, kaya lang sinabi mo na lahat. Sino pang may question dyan, sir?
So, yun. So, anyway, if you guys want to have a free
question. Pinataas po eh. Di ba may mga contacts ka for the employers, di ba? Sometimes.
Yes, but for example, right now we have a hotel, but the thing is they already have people already.
Okay, are here.
So yes, it's like we apply for their, like the employer come to us and we apply for their what we call LMIA, labor market impact, but they already have an employer sa kanila. So we apply also for the work permit of the employee. So yun. Single ba yung bisita mo, host? Ay, grabe siya.
Single, ready to mingle.
Ulo. May ano na po ako, may 10 anak.
10 sanga.
Single but 10 yung anak.
Yeah.
Kamusta yung job opportunities diyan sa Quebec ngayon? Baka kailangan ko mag-aral ulit ng French yan ako. Actually, kung pupunta ka again dito, Arman, it's a little bit not so good because of the Bill 96, right, Jane?
Yeah,
It's
they
Bill
want
96 yan.
French.
Like, they are trying to, yung mga company dito na may 25 plus employees, they want that they speak French. Even if you're just talking with your co-employees, you have to speak French. So, better stay, kung nandyan ka na sa English na area, better stay there. Ang hirap mag-learn ng French.
Punta ka na lang dito, sir.
Mas marami, mag-ano ka, sir, mag-arnip ka actually yun, yung ano, Rural Northern Immigration.
Sis Jane, si attorney parang may hawig kay Casey.
Ay!
Oo nga.
Sige na, ano ka na, ipapadiscount kita. Pag
Kasi
mag-apply
excellent
ka
po
dito
eh.
kami,
Discounted.
may discounted na to, my God. Okay, ano ko na yung name? Ano po?
This is ano yan? Ano yan? Nasa US din siya.
French ko
This
dyan.
is Allen's for Adventure. Pero
Yan, nakalimutan ko ng French ko dyan.
yeah.
Don't worry, Arman. Even us, we're here.
Bola yan. Oh, wala daw bola. Oo nga, ang ganda mo nga.
May discount ka sa akin ha pag mag-proceed ka.
Sabihin mo na may discount. Tinuod na attorney na.
Si Arman, nakalimutan na daw yun yung French niya.
Dali, practice
Actually, Arman, maski nandito kami, nakalimutan pa rin namin yung French namin.
Namimiss kasi namin yung Tagalog, lalo na Bisaya, nagbibisaya.
Ako hindi ko namimiss yung Tagalog kasi
IELTS magtrabaho dyan, host.
Kailangan ka ba IELTS magtrabaho dyan, host?
Oh.
Depende. If you are here for a temporary foreign workers, it depends kung ano yung trabaho mo, kung kailangan ba. But generally, no. Hindi na siya need ng IELTS. But if you come here as a permanent resident, yung federal skilled worker, for example, ikaw, Edward, kasi professional nurse ka, so yes, you need at least 7. If you will, yung mag-stream ka for, yung stream is federal skilled worker, express entry, you need at least 7. But of course, with a student coming here na malalaki yung points nila, like ni Arman, malaki na yan, nandito na siya, advisable is like, lakihan talaga yung IELTS so that you can get as much as possible 136 points. Yun. Kasi kung
kailangan kasi, 'di ba? Sa ilang taon na yan diyan sa London, ano ba yan?
Pero maganda, actually Jane, maganda yung Canada talaga also. I don't know, maganda man still ang London. I don't know.
Ewan ko lang kasi yung mga nakakausap ko, parang ang ganda din doon.
Pero kung nurse ka sa London, ang ganda kaya niyan. But mas maganda kung sa US, no? Naka-Jaguar yung mga nurses doon.
Ay, Sir Arman, punta ka dito sa Halloween. We have Halloween party.
Oh, I love French fries.
I was kasi. Ayan nga. I'm sure this is guys.
43 na ako, but still may chance ka ba na mag-work and become a... okay, 43. So, yun, Mel, kung may kakilala ka dito na, because you are, you are caregiver program na, so yun, kung may mag-job offer sa caregiver, pwede, because walang age limit yung caregiver, or kung mag-express entry ka, 0 points ka na, so mahirap. So, more on, mag-student ka, pwede pa. Yun, take for example kay Sir Arman, retired na pero nandito as a student. At saka, naka-nice to be a student here, guys. Kung ma-permanent resident na kayo, you don't have to be a citizen to sponsor your parents. Kung may mga anak kayo doon, sa mga girlfriends, sa mga ex-boyfriend nyo noon, na nandun sa kanila, pwede nyo sponsor sila. Yung kalibin nyo ngayon, maski hindi nyo wife or husband, yung mga present na genuine relationship nyo, pwede nga sila yung sponsor nyo. Yun.
Ayun, ng bola yung dalawa dyan. Saan kukuha ng application sa puso mo, host? Joke.
Magpapasunod ka, Jane.
Nako, na ang ilang ano na yan, nakailang babae na yan, nakailang asawa na yan si Sir Ed eh.
Hala! Naglagan. So, yun. Okay?
So, are we done? Uy, anong oras na ba? What time is
Saan
it?
kukuha ng... Uy, saan daw kukuha ng application ng puso mo dyan? Puso ng Pasko.
Sa application pumunta dyan, host. O, saan daw kukuha ng application pumunta dito? Ano ba yan? Hindi ko naman alam yan. ikaw niyan, ikaw.
Hi, si Clarissa.
Late
Ano
na
yung
po.
question mo ba?
Mag-end na kami soon.
Ang ending natin is mag-sing si Number J.
Ikaw yung ano. Ayun no, si Sir Ed, magaling mag-ano yan, mag-gitara yata.
Si Sir Arman, anong year siya nandito sa
Pamangkin
Quebec?
pa-applyin niya daw yung pamangkin niya. Pa-applyin mo, sponsor mo na, sir.
Ikaw ang magpapakita ng Sir Edward, ikaw yung magpapakita ng financial details
Mga
also.
Bisaya, sure sis, Mel.
Correct, especially taga Mindanao, Mel. No? Taga Mindanao ba ka, Jay?
Welcome sis. Yeah, Mindanao.
Mindanao ka?
Ay, no. No, hindi ako kasali. Bisaya. Na Bisaya naman, kasali na ako.
Sa Bisaya.
Bisayas ko. I thank you so much, Sis Allen, for coming also. And see you next time, ha? Tapos, ano na ba? Okay na yon? Do you have some questions? Kung wala na.
Wala na.
Ano lang tayo, tas kantahan.
Uy, si Allen sa Miss Oriental din daw. Uy, ba't? Ang daming, di na mag-Tagalog ka, Bisaya man siguro mo tanan mo.
Oh, mga Bisaya. Si Sir Arman, parang Tagalog, Sir Arman. Sir Arman, Tagalog ka ba?
Oh, 2019 siya sa Quebec.
Dito siya, dati. Dito sa base. Dito
yeah,
yan.
pero hindi ko na siya na-meet, Jane, kasi 2019 din ako dumating dito again.
Tapos
Chavacano
pa kayo, di ba? Chavacano siya. Ma'am, pwede po makahingi. Ang link, nga pala, yun pala sabihin ko, yung link, kung gusto niyo siya makontak, nandito sa description. Nasa description dito sa
nagtikahan tayo. Saan ko siya applyin?
Saan
ko siya applyin? Sabi ni Jane, my description that we have our email here and we have also our
FB link sa FB pod ni
Facebook link, yes. At saka, before our free assessment is we will give questions and you will email us the answers. So para malalaman natin yung CRS points or yung points kung pasok kayo, as I said, kung pasok kayo for federal skilled or you have a chance, why apply for student? But if you don't have, one thing for sure, guys, I am very honest, I am very transparent. I don't sugarcoat, just to get money. I don't want that. Okay? So, sa akin, kung sabihin ko talaga, you have a chance or you have a chance, you can wait like that. Because for me, I want, kung may client ako, I want that yung cost efficient like that. Pag makapanta dito na hindi malaki yung gasto. Even like for example, as yung mga student ko, it's because I'm a lawyer in Philippines. I draft the necessary documents and they will just go to the lawyer to have it notarized. Because if they will let the lawyer do all the drafting, mas mahal. But for us, I include that in my services because it's like I don't want my client to spend more. Like cost efficient because
it's here.
Karma is real.
In description. Ako siyang gi-check. It's in
sa
bottom sa description ng live na to.
Honest din ako sa house. Ano to si Edward, no?
Bolero. Hindi, mabulaklakin yan eh. Kaya
mag-join kaya kayo sa video
Kaya nga, ito link ko nga. Tingnan mo.
Maganda din kayong kumanta.
Kantahan tayo next time, Sir Arman. Kantahan tayo.
Yes, because actually that's a little bit yung ibang colleague ko, no, sinasabi pa nga na our face is way too, my face is way too lower because right now, example for this, like if you see that in the Philippines, like for example, yung student, yung per applicant is like 90,000 and up. Yun yung ang hingi nila sa mga agency. But for me, per applicant, I just ask 60,000. But it's payable three installment basis, like that, because yes, of course, I want to help. Before ako pumunta dito, is I'm a public attorney in Philippines for almost 4 years, like that. So parang anad na. Anad ba?
Yung student visa, may chance ba siya maging permanent resident dyan? Mas easy, di ba? Sabi na mo,
dapat
kasi siya. Ulitin
ay, parang si Edward, it's either hindi to nakinig or
kasi ano yan, natulog pa.
Yes, of course. That's why there's a lot of people who come here, Edward, to become a student because there's a lot of pathway. There's better chances. There's a lot of pathway in the PNP, provincial nominees, or other pathway for student. For permanent resident. Unlike if you're outside the Philippines, outside Canada right now, applying from the Philippines is a little bit hard because of the points. Kasi ang criteria kasi ng Canada to have more points is you have your age. If your age is 20 to 29 years old, yan na bracket, you will get the maximum points, which is 110. Work experience, if you have 5 years or more work experience, you get more points. Okay? So that is not a problem if you're outside Philippines because you have a work experience. Now, another factor is your education. If you're a doctorate, more points. I think it's like 128 points. Anyway, I have a chart for that. So kung magpa-assess, you can see that, how much is your points, because I will do that also. And then, but the thing is, there are other factors. The other factor is Canadian education points. So if you're from Philippines outside applying to come here as a permanent resident, you don't have that. Zero yung points mo. But yung mga other, yung next student dito, like gaya ni Arman, Arman will have points for that. Ikaw na nasa Pilipinas na nag-apply, wala ka niyan. So another is like your work experience in Canada points. So yung points mo sa work experience is only yung outside sa Canada, yung work experience mo sa Philippines. But for example, si Arman coming here, my work experience points na siya sa Pilipinas. Plus, it's because nag-student siya dito at saka may postgraduate work permit siya after na makomplete niya yung student niya. So, he can have another points for a work experience inside Canada. So yun yung wala yung mag-apply ka from outside. So another point is the job offer. So ikaw kung nasa Pilipinas ka, ang hirap makakuha ng job offer from Canada because they don't know you and your capacity. Whereas kung nasa Canada ka na, from student at saka nag-work ka dito, yung employer mo usually yung mga employer na employ yung student after nila na complete yung study nila will give them a job offer that if they become a permanent resident, they will employ them still, like they will retain them. And that's another points for you. So wala yan kung nasa Pilipinas ka nag-apply. So those are the points na wala ka. That's why angat sa'yo yung nandito.
Ano po ang under ng federal skills?
Under ng federal skilled is all yung professionals so if you want to apply here as a federal skilled, you have to have a work experience, you have to have CLB7 at least, CLB7 ng IELTS mo or language test. So yung education niya is minimum is high school, but of course is high school lang, liit din ng points mo. So parang hindi ka rin makakapasok. So the more na doctorate ka, kung doctorate ka, malaki yung IELTS mo, yung age mo 22, 29, stop. Huwag kang mag-student dito. Mag-federal ka sa Pilipinas. May chance ka. You don't need to spend more. Just wait. Yun. But kung yung age mo malaki na, 0 points ka na niyan. So, wala kang
Ano
chance.
ba, ibig sabihin ng malaki ng age, mga ano ba yan, mga age?
So, ganito yan. Pag 20 to 29 is 110 points. Okay? I will show. Pwede ba ma-show? No, hindi ako
share.
Yeah, wait ha.
Yeah.
I will show. But because if may
nawala lagi. Uy, nawala ka. Oh no. Come back. Nawala siya. Oy. Nawala na si Madam. Come back, nahulog siya. Come back. Miss Joanne Calepes. Uy, asa naman ka? Nahugan na. Dali na, i-click yung kuan link. Asa na siya, uy? O, nahulog!
I'm supposed to share my screen, pero ba't nawala? So, pwede ako mag-share ng screen ko, no?
I never did that. You shared
wait,
it.
I can share. No. Okay. Kasi pag mag-share, hindi.
No, di siguro. Sa Zoom, mas okay. Pero ako pa nang istudihan ang Zoom. How to, kuan ba, to connect sa YouTube. Kaya mas okay ang Zoom.
No. Anyway, kay naamagod diri si Jane, what do you call that? Ganito yan, pag 20 to 29, maximum yung makukuha mo ng age points, which is 110. So, pag 30 ka na, ma-minus points yan, minus points. So, ang minus na points is, I will see. So, pag 30 years old ka na, so, instead of 110, magiging 105 na lang. Pag 31 ka, 99 points na lang siya. 33, 94. So, pababa siya ng pababa.
Okay.
So, kung 45 years old ka na, 0 points. Kung 44, 6 points. 43, 17 points. So, just imagine, yung mga kalaban mo is 110 points, ikaw 17 points. Yung ganun ba? So, minus na. So, for me, if malaki yung age mo, I will really say na wag na. Kasi sayang yung inyong ibabayad mo sa akin at saka sa Canada. Kasi you will have slim to none chance. So, ayoko. Bye, Alex.
Thank you, Sisa. Bye for now. Good night.
Okay. Yun. Ilang points kailangan mo? So, as I said, actually, may dalawang points to na stage, but usually yung Filipino is they can get the first stage of the point. It's 67. You have to get 67 out of 100. And what are the composition of this one? Your education, work experience, your age, like that. So usually, nakakakuha yung Filipino ng ganyan. Nakaka-advance sila ng second stage of point system. So, yung point system na to is, yung second point system is palakihan ng points. Ito. Okay. So, example, yung palakihan ng points, so yung kalaban mo dito is yung mga student or mga nag-work dito sa Canada na mag-PPR din, at saka yung outside ng Canada, which is not just Philippines, yung mga professionals all over the world. So, pataasan ng points. So, the more na malaki yung edad mo, or wala kang experience, or hindi strong yung education mo, hindi malaki yung points mo. So, for me, if hindi malaki yung points mo, ayokong bigyan ka ng chance na sasabihin sa'yo na, mag-apply ka. Kasi okay ka sa first stage. But in the second stage, alam ko na wala kang chance. So every time, so kung i-accept ko yung ano mo, because our processing fee for this is not small. Although it's two-way payment pag federal skilled because this is a lot of work kung ma-invite ka. So it's $1,500, but I will not tell you if you don't have a chance because yes, makakapera kami, but I mean, every time you will tell me like, kamusta na, may chance na kaya ako, may invite na kaya ako, but right from the start, I know that you don't have a chance. At saka pinapa-apply lang kita because of course I just want money. So,
Meron,
I,
meron din mga ganun
yeah,
eh.
so every time na i-ask mo ako, parang makakarma ako nito. Yung ganon. Kasi usually, ang dami niyan. Actually, before I become an immigration consultant, I have a lot of friends. Like, they paid for this in the agency, for the federal, but they are still not invited. So now I understand everything. It's like after my course, I understand it's because you, right from the start, you don't have the chance to be invited because you're already old. Like that, your points is not big.
Okay. Yeah.
So of course, then they just want money because that's easy money, accepting you, putting your application, but do you have a chance?
Oh.
Like that? No. But for them, of course, some of them don't care because it's like it's a business. But for me, it's like I want it to, of course, this is a business of course, this is my business. But of course, I want it also to be like a very transparent one. My chance ba ako sa'yo host, my chance
Oh,
ba
hindi
sa'yo.
talaga to seryoso si
Magkano bayad processing fee mo host? Magkano daw? Ano bang question? Processing fee. So processing fee for what? Because there's a lot of pathways.
Yeah.
So as a student, as a work like that. But of course, we do pre-assessment because we don't know if you are eligible for this one or for this one or for this pathway. So like that, so depends. So if you're eligible for the federal, we charge 1,500 Canadian dollars for that. It's a 2 milestone payment. If it's a student visa, we charge 60,000 pesos. We charge in pesos because it's
student
outside. I don't want to charge dollars if it's really outside. Because yung mga federal, they can that's why I uniform it because they can apply it here also. But for the outside, yung mga student is 60,000 in 3 installment payment. We call it milestone. It's not like you give it to us right away because my what do you call that? My thing for that one is that you just pay for what we work because I don't want you to pay all. It's up to you if you want to pay all. But because there are times that, example, yung student nakakuha na sila ng letter of acceptance and something happened, like there's a tragedy in the family that they don't want to pursue anymore. Why would you pay for that? So we just ask for milestone payment because if you don't want to pursue, why pay? So that's my thing though. So
Oh, that's nice. Ano yan, sir? Pamangkin mo, ano ba? Student visa or skill? 16 na
yes, for the student visas, Edward, yes, 60K kami na yung magpa-process ng lahat. We assess also for free the school admission because we have partner schools, like we have 80 plus partner schools.
80 plus.
Yeah, so ang iba, because that's also the problem, is like if you want a school, you have to go all the website of Ontario. But for us, it's because we have a portal for that because we are direct with them. So we just like, if you want school from Ontario, we just like search it in our portal and it's all there. So what program you want is all there. You can see the tuition. You can see how much the tuition. And the tuition, of course, is the same as the website of the school. You can see how if the intake is open, what are the requirements, if there's a need for IELTS or not, or like that. So we can give that right away for you because we have a portal. We don't, like from different school, we don't need to go website to website for that one.
Okay.
Nag-aaral pa lang siya BS Automotive ata. Yata. Automotive is a very nice demand job here also.
Yeah.
But if you're here, and also, even if hindi pa siya nakatapos ng Philippines, he can come here. It doesn't need, even high school graduate ng Philippines, you can come here also. There is a program for you. It depends a program, but of course, if you want like nursing assistant program like that, sometimes it depends on the requirements of school. Sometimes they need that you they need na graduate ka. So depend what program you want, ganon lahat. So depend, and there is requirements for everything.
Okay, maybe
Imagine.
we're gonna end the live na. Kasi parang ano na eh, umaano na yung oras. And then, I think you don't have a question
Oh,
anymore.
1 hour. 1 hour lang tayo ngayon. 1 hour and 44 na.
Yeah, 1 hour and a half. One and a half, ano na? 1 and a half.
Mm-mm.
146 minutes,
Yes.
40 minutes, 1 hour and 40 minutes. Ay, thank you for coming, guys. Kung gusto nyo nga, direct ano nyo na lang siya, si Joanne Calipes with this one. Nasa description ko lang yung email address niya tsaka yung FB page. Thank you, host. Thank you, Sir Arman. And thank you, everyone. See you next
Sir
time.
Arman, bisita ka dito.
Oo, punta ka dito, sir. Thanks for answering all my questions, Ma'am Joanne. Hope I can find a way.
Welcome.
Soon. Yeah.
Hoy, Edward, may pahabol ka ba? Yung healthcare assistant, ilan yung IELTS score na kailangan? Actually, Edward, depende because the healthcare, ang daming program for that one. So,
Wow.
if you want to connect with us, just message us and we will give you an assessment questionnaire. And after that, so kung sino yung applicant, and after that, we can make a video call together with maybe with Mel, kayong dalawa, or kung sino pang gusto. I will make it like video call na through Zoom or through Teams, and I can answer all your question, and you will know the standing of your applicant, which pathway, if he is or if he or she is okay for federal and doesn't need to be a student or like that, or another pathway. So all you need to do is to answer our assessment and email that to us. So email us so we can give you the assessment, and then we can have a video call to answer all your questions, also like specific the proof of funds, because proof of funds is very like specific, like I mean different person needs different kind of proof of funds because you are not similarly situated.
Zoom. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we can do that
Mm-mm.
next time.
So kasi dili man gud ta similarly situated. For example, this person, he or she needs the sponsor of the parents, but example for you, Edward, ikaw yung mag-sponsor. So, iba-iba yung papers for that sa proof of fund. Depende sa financial situation nyo. Kung sino ang mag-sponsor, ganon. Okay?
Okay. See you next time, guys. Si Mela, Aparecio. Virtual Zoom daw next time para direct ang questions. Pwede ka naman dito sana mag-direct, sis Mel. I-click mo lang sana yung link, pero eto, patapos na tayo eh. Matutulog
And
na.
also, much better also if, of course, through Zoom or through Teams, because if it's a personal question, because
it's not,
disclosure of your personal thing, it's not good na nasa YouTube.
And then it's
general question like that.
and
But
it's better.
if you want to dig more, like sa personal talaga na more question, you can have an assessment.
Email mo na. Email mo na direct sa iyo kasi meron naman nandiyan naman yung yung FB
So
page
yes,
and then the email address. FB mo host nandiyan yung niya nasa description na dito sa live, sir. Tingnan mo yung description. Nandiyan yung email niya tsaka FB.
Yes, yung FB page namin is JC Savoie Immigration Services.
Yeah.
We are in
JC
Quebec.
Savoie Immigration Services.
Okay.
So,
Sige.
good night everyone. Good night. Good day pala sa Pilipinas. And then good night here sa mga andi dito, Sir Edward. Matulog ka na ulit. Thanks again, Ma'am Joanna, Ma'am Jane. Thank you, Snell. Take care.
Bye, Jane.
Bye. Good night. Salamat.
See you tomorrow, Jane.
See you.
Okay, bye.
Hey, Sir Edward. Mag-ano tayo, yung halimbawa, yung ganun lang tayo, yung messenger.
Bye-bye na. Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye-bye na, bye-bye. Leave. Bye. Thank you, everyone. See you again. Bisitahan kita. Dali, punta ka dito mamaya bukas. See you. Bye.